Alright, so I was browsing Reddit the other day and I came across this post right here that says that basically the bird boss and the deer boss have been buffed to sort of remove the tier debuff that he applies with his passive, the 40% crit resistance reduction. And it sort of got me thinking, like, was that actually a nerf? Like, did they actually nerf tier in that way that his passive doesn't work, or did they actually buff the bird to where tier's passive wouldn't work? And obviously, if they buff the bird specifically to sort of nerf tier, that is of course a nerf 2 tier, but I don't think they actually did that, because it also worked on the deer for the first floor and also the bird, but I don't think they actually did that, because if you have a look at what the bird actually does, he of course removes one debuff, but then he's also immune to stat decrease. I just think it was a bug. I don't think they actually changed this. I think this was always here. I can't confirm this. I tried to look at some of my older videos. I never actually looked through these passives in any of those videos, so I can't really confirm or deny any of those claims, but I think this was always there and that the tier buff was a nerf. So of course I made a video using tier against the bird boss, against the deer boss, and I basically said, yeah, he's super amazing. I know everyone did it. All the YouTubers did it. I know in Amazing's video, he basically said that tier could auto-farm the bird boss, and I believe that's true, honestly. But is it such a big nerf? We are gonna test that out today, just to sort of see. Of course, I'm running basically the same gear I had on them last time I actually did this, and what we're gonna have a look at is, I'm just gonna show you this real quick here. So this was basically the team setup. The CC is very similar, but it might just be the difference of like some of the other unit substats or whatever, the gear I have on them. But as you can see, as we're starting the bird boss, he does have the tier debuff on him. Same thing with the deer for the first floor. So the deer on the first floor has the tier debuff. So that is what we're gonna test out today. We're gonna see if the tier team is still gonna be perhaps not even as good, because you're of course not gonna be able to hit every single crit, but you will be able to hit most crits. And I mean, the bird boss is such an old demonic beast battle anyway. Like, it's almost 2 years old at this point. It came out 2 years ago. Was it in October, November, something like that? But it's a very old boss. It's not really a problem for most people anyway. But the tier team was just a fun team. Like, it was such a fun team. And yeah, but I don't know exactly when they stealth nerfed the thing, because as you can see, it's no longer here. Like, you're no longer debuffing the boss, you're no longer reducing his crit resistance by 40%, so obviously you are gonna miss a couple of crits here and there. But what we're gonna do is we're just gonna attack a little bit like this. I think I'm just gonna waste these cards and the Pierce card here as well. So we're gonna start saving some cards. I might have to have the bird boss actually attack me. But as you can see, I'm still hitting crits. The cleave card of course probably won't, but all the other cards should still be able to crit the boss, at least most of the time, or at least some of the times, but we'll see. So I'm just gonna heal up here. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna merge, and then we're gonna use one of those cards. If the bird survives this, that would actually not be the worst, because of course, because of Tyr's passive, I will be able to still deal quite a lot more damage, because yeah, that's good. So he's gonna attack us here. Now it's not gonna be like the fastest team ever. Of course not, because I kinda do want to get attacked. I kinda do want to have my HP drop, so I can deal a lot more damage with my units, because of course, like, for each percentage. So if I lose like 50% of my HP, I will get like 50% increased attack. Is that how it works? Man, I've forgotten. Yeah, increase the crit chance by 1% for every 1% of the diminished HP. Wait, did it change this? I'm pretty sure that was attack. Increase the crit chance by 1% for every 1% diminished HP. No, it's Berserk. Oh, no. Applies Berserk on applicable allies, and the Berserk increases attack by 1.5% up to 50% for every 1% diminished. Okay, yeah. So that is what it is. I got confused there. But, I mean, Tyr should have no problem actually, critting. I'm just gonna get his ult as well. We're gonna do this. Then we're gonna save some ults for the final phase here. But, I mean, it's still gonna be a fast run if you're just running it, Taking damage with this team, again, isn't the worst thing either. So even if you are not, doing this as fast as you possibly could do it, it should still not be that much of a problem. I'm gonna get Miguelda her ult, because I know her ult actually can deal quite a lot of damage. I'm just gonna do this. We're gonna take some more damage here. We are, of course, gonna heal. That does put a rejuvenation on us, so we will heal a little bit more as well. So even if we do take some damage, we will of course heal, which again isn't the best, because we do want the extra attack for the final phase, but I think it should still be fine, right? It shouldn't matter too much. Of course, we're not going to be able to get Freya her ult, but that is totally fine, because we do have these 3 attacks, which I think can hit damage cap, or should be able to. We do have quite a lot of offset increase, and I will get some more here as well from the Miguelda heal, which I will of course apply, because 8% offset increase is kind of nice. So I'm just going to do this. hope to get like a tier gold card as well. And then do that. So hopefully this card that comes in here is gonna be a gold card. Though it doesn't matter because this one, of course, is a death type ultimate and will hit twice. Alright, there we go. And now we're on the final phase and we will just straight up kill. Ooh, I can get a gold card. That will make a good screenshot. I know this hits damage cap. This is most likely gonna hit damage cap, and then we do that. I'm not gonna use the tier card. I think this is gonna kill. And I just want the the gold card attack animation here. He just needs to do half the damage there, but he still hits damage cap. Okay, very good. I mean, that's what 3 like buffs from Migueldo does, I guess. So plus the Freyr himself gives some like all stat increase from his own buffs. Yeah, we're getting some like stat boost from the other characters as well, or for the other characters. So this team actually synergizes very, very well. So even without the crit resistance decrease, we're still, of course, hitting damage caps. We're still doing so much damage from now on. The bird will, of course, have like damage caps and stuff like that, so critting might not even matter if you're just having your like attack stat increase from Tyr himself. It shouldn't really matter, right? Because you're still gonna do so much damage. I might actually have to get... Yeah, I think I might have screwed this up. I'm gonna deal too much damage here. No, Freya, stop. No, oh my god. Yeah, I need to get one of their ults. I totally forgot. I'm basically not running the bird. I haven't run the bird in forever. Like, I'm just doing it to showcase a couple of units. Like, the last one was LR Escanor. And I mean, that team is super fast. That team is so good. Here's running LR Escanor, you're running Roxy. Green Arthur, I think I put as well. And then who was it? Like, Green Brunhild? I think that was it. And you're just creating and doing so much damage all the time. So I'm just having to do as little damage as I possibly can. I'm not gonna do any more damage here. I'm just gonna move a Freyr card. And we're gonna get Freyr his ult next turn, and then we're gonna transition into the next phase because we do need to hit twice, otherwise of course the bird is just gonna wreck us. Maybe it doesn't wreck us as much because of course I can just stack my stats. That could be one way like we can actually survive that, because the Archangel team, even without like the Liz revive thing, can like quite easily survive because of like all the all stat increase or the basic stat increase that they're gonna get. So they can survive the bird's attack on the second phase. But here we're just gonna get the Freyr ult. I could not potentially get her ult rather, but we're gonna do this. We're gonna use that card, and I am actually gonna not heal because I want Tyr to actually deal quite a lot of damage. Instead, I'm just gonna waste this card here in case this doesn't kill, but it is gonna kill. So okay. Alright, so Tyr is quite easily gonna hit very, very hard here. I think I am just gonna waste this card. Here we go. We're gonna use this card. We're gonna use this card. And I'm gonna save this card for later. And instead, I am gonna use this card. Here we go. So we are gonna hit very, very hard here. And we're also gonna hit twice with this card. Now, with this team, of course, you can either go for the Freyr ult before the second phase on the second floor here, or you can go for Freyr's ult, because it's basically going to do the same thing, hit twice, and that is what you want to do. Because you do need to hit the bird 5 times and you only have 4 attacks. Otherwise, you need a unit that can taunt. Oh, we're going to get a gold card here again. That's very cool. I think I'm going to do this. So I'm going to attack like this, just to bring him down to where he actually gains a shield. Not a shield, but he gains like defense increase. Then we're going to use this attack because it's, of course, quite easily going to hit damage cap. And then we do that. That's going to give her ult. We do one more of these, I guess. So there we go, he gains the defense increase. Alright, we did a little bit of damage there. Alright, and we will quite easily be able to transition this phase in one go. And now we're on the final phase, and I think this shouldn't be a problem either. I might just attack 3 times and heal, or I might not, like it doesn't matter for Tyr specifically, but the final phase, or the final floor, first phase, the boss is gonna hit quite hard, and I don't think we can kill it in one go. I can't remember if we actually were able to. I'm just gonna have a look here. How hard were we hitting first phase? Yeah, we brought him down to 38% or something like that. Okay, I just had a look at the other video. Sorry about that. But here we are just gonna ult. We are gonna attack once more, and I think I am gonna heal. Might actually, yeah, I might actually ult with here first, then heal, then do this, then do that in case. Yeah, I don't know. Just to increase my stats, I guess. Just to make the 2/6 ult hit perhaps damage cap. It was, and then this, and it should kill. No, it didn't. Okay. But it's totally fine. We did get 2 more of these heal cards, so we can heal to full before we transition into the next phase. Again, it's not the worst thing to not go in with like full health, and because of course you're gonna increase your attack, but it doesn't really matter. We're just gonna do this anyway, so we'll finish it off with Freya and then move on. But yeah, as you can see, like I will quite easily be able to crit with most units here anyway. Perhaps not Miguelda, like she doesn't have the highest crit chance, but all the other units, like of course Freyr, like for his cleave card, you don't really need to crit anyway, so it doesn't really matter. It's actually a detriment to be able to crit with that card because it deals more damage if it doesn't crit. But Freya will pretty much always crit. She has such high crit chance. TYR, of course, has his crit chance increased from his passive, and he has really high crit chance anyway, and crit damage especially, even without like the 40% damage reduction, at least against the bird, potentially against the deer. But the deer is only like applied on the first floor, and on the wolves is not applied at all. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is, but here we're just gonna start doing a little bit of chip damage here, doing a little bit of attack, so see how like far we can get the boss down. Yeah, that hit quite hard. And the cleave card, right, not bad. We did miss 1 crit there with TYR. Like, would have potentially hit for a little bit harder there. So it is a little bit of a nerf, honestly. It is a little bit of a nerf, but it's an unintentional, or it was an unintentional buff, because of course the bird is immune to like stat decreases. So the fact that you were able to stat decrease him before was actually a bug. It's not technically a nerf, right? We're just gonna do this. There we go. Increase our HP a little bit, increase our all stats a little bit, and then potentially bringing down this phase, this turn, I mean, to the second phase. Yeah, we kind of do have some of the worst passives here, at least this one is, but it should still be fine. So we are gonna do this, this, and that, and potentially any, like, if we do happen to attack him while he's below 40% HP, we can of course cleanse that debuff. It is gonna last for like 2 turns, I believe, but we can cleanse it. So, ooh, yeah, prayer will have that be applied to him. Unfortunately, he lost a couple of like old gauge orbs there, but that's totally fine. We are gonna prevent him from losing any more than that by healing and then transitioning into the next phase. And I should potentially get my TYR ult back if I can get another TYR card, because he did remove it there. All right, that's good. So I'm gonna get my TYR ult, and we're gonna use this card, and then we're gonna waste 1 Miguelda card. Then I should go for my Freya ult next turn. The bird will have like a 35% damage cap, I believe, on the 3rd phase here. So we should be able to push this phase quite easily. While also getting the ultimates, because 35%, 35%, if I go like that, and then just merge these two. Oh, god damn it. Damn it. Misclicking. Alright. How long does the TYR buff last for, though? Man, I can't believe I misclicked that. That was such a weird misclick as well. But the TYR attack increase buff for... was, what is it actually? Attack rate stats 15%. It lasts for 2 turns. That's good. So we do get quite a lot of stats as we're moving into the final phase here. What was the... okay, it's the good passive here. Or, yeah. We are just gonna attack like this. Deal as much damage as we possibly can. Get our Freya ult. Hit damage cap, of course, because she is gonna crit. Still, like, there's no way Freya isn't gonna crit against the bird. And like that, yeah, you know, you're just gonna crit anyway, so the crit resistance reduction doesn't really matter. But yeah, that's the video. Just goes to show that this team is still really, really good. And of course, I could have played this a lot faster if I just played it rather than like stopping and talking and stuff like that. But yeah, anyway, that's the video. As you know, or as you might not have known, the bird did get a buff, or rather TYR did get a nerf or whatever, where his passive doesn't really work anymore. But that wasn't really a buff, that was just a hotfix. And I guess that's why we couldn't find it in the patch notes. But with that, I still think I proved that the TYR team does work wonders against the bird. And of course, it's gonna work just as well against the deer, because of course on the deer, the first floor isn't really an issue. It's the only floor you are able to debuff the boss. So you were only able to debuff him here because he is not immune, but on the second floor, he gains full like debuff immunity. Same as the dogs, so immune to all debuffs. So you were still not able to benefit from that on the second and third floors anyway, so yeah. But with that, that's gonna be it for me. Hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a most wonderful rest of your day. And yeah, I guess I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.